Layla, where are you right now? Everyone is out looking for you right now.
Kinsey, I have realized something very important. I see that we only have one shot at life, right?
Wait, what? Did you think that we had more chances at starting a new life?
Well, if there is only one life that we can live, I should be living my life the way I want to, right?
But where are you right now, Layla?
I'm at the train station,
What train station?
close to where I've been living.
Huh? But that station is like an hour's walk away from your house. And there's only 30 minutes left until the wedding ceremony begins.
I am not getting married.
Hold on, Layla, what are you saying? Today is the day of your wedding, right? And everyone you invited are already here waiting for you to marry the groom. And after telling everyone for the longest time you were going to get married, you're not? What the hell has happened to you?
It turns out that I don't want to get married anymore. And I just want you to know that this isn't some sort of confusion on my part.
You really don't want to get married then? But if you really didn't want to, then you should have told everyone that before your big day, right? Right now, everyone is worried because we don't know where you ran off to.
Well, I plan to move away now.
My head is starting to hurt. Are you kidding me? You're going to move away now?
If I continue to live in the house I've been in, my fiance will come looking for me, right? And you, Mom, and Dad all know where I was living, so I couldn't hide. And so I've decided I'll move far away and start my life over again and live it the way I want to.
But that's just what you think would happen. Are you actually planning to do all of this today?
I know that you'd all come after me, so that's why I chose today to run while you all are busy. Now, take care of that wedding for me, could you?
What do you want me to do about your wedding? Come back here and take responsibility for your own wedding, Layla. This has nothing to do with me, right?
But you're my older sister, Kinsey.
Even though I'm your big sister, you running away from your wedding is not something I need to be responsible for. You have to come back here and apologize to your fiancé for this, okay?
Now that you bring him up, I never chose to be with him.
But you were the one that chose to ask his hand in marriage, right?
He's the guy that Mom and Dad brought to me to go out with.
You kept saying that you wanted to get married and asked them over and over again to introduce you to a good-looking man. And so Mom and Dad did exactly that for you.
But I thought they'd bring me someone a bit better looking than him. If only there was another man that I could have chosen with a bit better of a face.
Huh? I just have to ask this for my own interest. But you haven't been with any other men this whole time, right?
I don't care about him anymore, so we don't have to keep talking about this.
Hey, Layla?
I'm telling you that my fiancé looks good and all, but he's only a simple office man. And he's working in the same company as Dad, right?
I've heard he works under Dad, but…
So that means that even at his best, he'd be doing the same as Dad. I hate simple people like that. I want to become someone that has a lot of money, you know? And having to be with an office worker making the same as pretty much every other man is not going to happen to me.
So you're being that selfish again, huh? Can you stop trying to think of only yourself when it comes to things involving others? I don't care who you plan to get married to, but making other people have to go through trouble for you is not okay.
But they have you there, so you can do something to ease the pain for everyone, right?
Stop playing around, Layla. I am well aware that you are a pretty selfish woman when it comes to money and things like that. But what you're doing now is taking things way too far. You're already an adult now, okay? And when you chose to get married and chose to have a wedding, you made both those decisions yourself, right? So if you don't want to go through with all this anymore, you need to come back here and clean up the mess.
Well, I don't like having to deal with anything troubling, and all that other crap like people's feelings is just too much for me. I'll leave all that to you.
I am not going to clean up your mess. I may be your older sister, but I am not some kind of assistant to you.
But having you as my older sister go in front of everyone and say you're sorry for my actions should work out, right?
But why do I have to be the one saying sorry for your selfish actions?
Because that's what big sisters are for, right? You want to take care of your cute little sister, so you'll do anything to make sure they stay happy.
But when you cancel on a wedding with your fiancé, that's like something out of an old drama or something. Do you not see just how many problems this is going to cause for everyone here?
There will not be that many problems, Kinsey. You just have everyone start eating and drinking, and then you can all get drunk and have a laugh over this.
But you just went and left the wedding without saying a word to anyone, so you're going to have to pay for the wedding being canceled. And your fiancé is also going to want you to pay him a settlement for the trouble you've caused. And you're going to have to apologize to all the guests that came here today taking time out of their busy lives. And finally, you're going to have to tell his parents why you chose to not marry him in the end.
All right then. Why don't you take my place in the wedding?
Huh? What is wrong with you?
You and I are about the same height, although my breasts are a bit bigger. But you can fit into my dress and pull it off, I think. And you're single right now with no boyfriend or anything holding you down. This will be perfect for you. So instead of me, you can get married today.
Come back to reality right now. I am not going to be taking your place as the bride today. I don't want to get married yet, and I will not be taking over your wedding to do so.
The train's here. So I'm going to leave now. I plan to become happy again, so you go ahead and make yourself happy as well. Bye-bye.
Hold it right there, Layla. Don't even try blocking me. Layla? Mom, where are you? Dad even told me that he hasn't seen you anywhere yet.
Hi, Kinsey. Thank you.
Huh? What?
Your dad and I are leaving right now. Layla didn't end up coming to her own wedding, and so there was no reason for us to stay there, right? And so that's why we left already.
Hold on, Mom! You just left me all alone here by myself? What am I going to do now?
I'd like you to tell all the guests about how our daughter will no longer be coming to that wedding and the reason why. And whatever happens after that, I'd also like you to deal with.
You're leaving this all to me?
As well as the talks about the cost of the wedding. You can already tell that his family is getting upset, right? Try your best and get them to not think about getting a settlement from Layla, okay?
They have a right to be mad at her, though. She literally canceled on the wedding and ran away.
And I want you to be the one apologizing for that. You're good with all that stuff, right? I think you'll be able to handle everything that has to do with the money side of things as well. This has nothing to do with me or your dad, after all.
What do you mean it has nothing to do with you two? Layla is your daughter, right? And what do you mean I'm good at this stuff? I don't ever remember being really good at apologizing for other people's mistakes.
I'm saying that you've always been good at controlling other people's emotions.
Are you talking about how in the past I'd always be there to talk Layla out of getting punished and things like that?
And that made you a great big sister.
Come on, Mom. The only reason she was ever able to get away with things is because you and Dad would always spoil her. And whenever there were any problems, you'd have me come in and handle it.
Don't try and make it sound like we pushed things off on you.
But it's the truth. Whenever I was with Layla and she'd throw a ball and break the window, you'd blame me for it. And when we'd be at a friend's house and she'd damage some of their things, I'd be blamed for it. You guys always made me have to be the one to deal with all her mistakes.
And that's because you're the big sister. It's your job to take care of your little sister, right?
But you guys are making me take her place when she needs to learn herself that what she's done is wrong. But now that you've been doing that all her life, she's never learned that her actions have consequences that can hurt other people. And that's why this whole situation with her wedding has happened. She's an adult, for crying out loud.
And I can see that this time she took things a bit too far. And so, after this, we plan to punish her if she ever comes back to our house.
For the time being, can you guys come back here to help me with her fiancé's parents? If we don't apologize to them and handle this, they'll be very upset.
It should be more than enough to have you there apologizing for all of this.
Are you kidding me?
And that's why I've been asking you to take care of everything for us and that I was thankful. When you have the whole mess cleaned up, you let me and your father know.
So, in other words, not only is Layla not taking responsibility for this, but neither are you and Dad?
Well, it's not our fault that Layla decided to cancel out of nowhere on her own wedding like that.
But she's your kid, and you have to take responsibility for that.
Well, she's an adult now and has a life of her own. And she moved out of our house a while back. So there's no reason for us to be responsible for her anymore.
Why are you all so irresponsible?
If you want to keep passing the responsibility around like that, maybe it's time you take it. I think that your father and I don't have to take any responsibility for what's happened today. But you do feel like someone has to be responsible, right? Well then, go ahead and take it so that this can all be dealt with.
There's no reason for me to be taking it either, though.
Well, you're the only one there from the immediate family, right? So it's all on your shoulders now. So make sure you clean it all up with nothing remaining, okay? And do not bring a single speck of trouble home with you.
You're lying, right? Mom, come on. Do not leave me here all by myself in the middle of Layla's problem.
I stopped blocking you, Kenzie. It's been so long now. How are you doing?
Layla, after leaving your wedding without telling anyone and then blocking me when you finally did respond after telling me that you were going to run away, what do you want from me?
Really? You're still upset over all of that? A woman that can't let go of the past is scary.
If you don't have anything for me, can we be done here? I'm working right now anyway.
You're still living with Mom and Dad, right?
Ever since I got out of college, I've been living there. What about it?
I knew it. Let me guess, you're also still single. If you keep living with them, you're going to stay single forever.
So did you unblock me just to tell me something like that?
Actually, I'm thinking of coming back home.
What? You're coming home now? What are you talking about?
I had a lot of things going on for the past 3 years, Kenzie. But I think that I'm done with all of them and plan to come back and live with Mom and Dad.
Wait! I have a lot of things I'd like to say as well then. Are you actually saying you want to come back here? It's because of you that I had to deal with a lot of bullcrap.
If you're talking about that wedding, that's in the past now.
Well, after realizing that you had canceled on the wedding, both Mom and Dad left back to the house as well. And they left me there to clean up your mess.
And?
I had to apologize to every single person there, and that day has gone down as the worst in my life. I had to literally go up to the parents of your fiancé and ask them to forgive you and our family over and over again with all my will.
Great job, Kenzie. Thank you so much for being there for me.
Before I get any thanks from you, I'd like an apology.
I understand that you had all of that happen to you, but I have a new fiancé and I want to come back home to get married.
Don't you dare forget about what happened to me. And you have another fiancé now? You're not on your own right now?
Nope. And he told me that it'd be okay if I lived with Mom and Dad, so I thought I'd be nice and give him the chance to live with Mom, Dad, and myself at their house. And so I'd like you to get out of there.
What?
If you're still living there, you're getting in the way, right? And I plan to make your current room into the room him and I can start making love in. So the parasite still living in their parents' house needs to get out.
Well, that house isn't there anymore, though.
Huh? Yeah, there's no way that could be possible.
It's because of you that it went bye-bye.
Because of me? What are you going on about?
We had to sell it 3 years ago. Look, you canceled last minute on your own wedding, right? We had to pay for all the wedding and for the settlement your then fiancé had asked for, and we didn't have the money for that. And so Mom and Dad sold the house and used that money to pay them.
Hold on a second. I left you to handle everything for me, didn't I?
Well, those people didn't just want me to apologize to them. They also asked that I pay for all of the wedding and for the settlement. And because it was your wedding that you dipped out on last second, your fiancé's parents were so upset with me that they would not let me leave without promising to give them the money they asked for. They were at the point that I feared for my life, that someone might kill me.
Well, maybe you should have been a bit more kind to them.
Realize that they aren't only pissed at me for what happened, and they are also pissed at Mom and Dad.
What do you mean?
You pushed all your responsibilities on me and ran, and then Mom and Dad left the wedding with no such thing as a single apology to his family. And when his parents learned that I was the only one trying to save our family, they lost all faith in our parents and you. But luckily, in the end of things, they saw that since I stayed and took the responsibility that was not mine, they forgave me. They told me that I didn't have to be the one to pay them for the money they asked for.
So you're saying that Mom and Dad took care of all of it?
Well, it should have been you paying, but since you were a little dog about it, Mom and Dad had to. And ever since that day, I have not felt any remorse for Mom and Dad and feel no need to care for them. And I left their home as soon as I could.
Then you lied to me and you're not actually with them anymore.
Well, back when I was going to college, I was able to save a little bit of money by living with Mom and Dad. And then even after that, I continued to stay with them to save up a lot of my own money.
What?
And I had planned to give them some money back for helping pay my tuition. But I also had a scholarship that helped pay for most of my schooling, and so I was able to pay them back through chores around the house since it wasn't that much. However, when you had canceled on your wedding, I made sure to pay them whatever remained with that money I'd saved up and got right out of their house.
Then where are you living at now?
In a penthouse, but that's all I'm saying.
A penthouse? Why the heck are you able to live in a penthouse right now?
Because I'm a married woman, and my husband is a business owner. And so I moved into the penthouse that he had been living in alone while he was single.
Wait, you're lying, right? Why are you able to have such an amazing life now with a husband who has all that money?
Well, anyway, that's the reason there's no more home left for you to go back to. And so you can't come back. When I was leaving the house, Mom told me that I was disowned for leaving them to take care of their mess. And since then, I haven't gotten a single message from either Mom or Dad. So I have no clue where they are or what they're doing at this moment.
Then where should I go now? I'm going to be having a baby soon.
You're going to give birth? Are you actually pregnant right now, Layla?
Yeah, I did become pregnant, and since I'll be needing money and support, I thought I'd go back to Mom and Dad's house to live. And I thought that Mom and Dad would be happy to have me back and all.
Well, this has nothing to do with me then. If you happen to have their numbers still, why not try giving them a call? However, I don't think they're going to help you paint a happy life for yourself.
Hey, Kenzie. Since when have you become married? And when did your husband turn out to be a business owner, allowing you to live in a penthouse?
You disowned me, so I thought that meant we had cut ties, right? Why are you trying to talk to me now? Did you actually want to know that I was getting married back then?
I want to talk about how your husband has money right now. What penthouse are you guys living in? If you happen to have another room in that penthouse, then your dad and I are going to be living there shortly. Do you have kids yet? If you do, then you can leave them in my care while you go out.
If you're looking for a grandbaby, it would be in Layla's belly. So go help care for hers, okay? She is your favorite daughter, after all.
That girl is trying to get us to give her money right now. And when she told us about getting married, she also said her fiancé is jobless. If she doesn't have the money, she should get a job or something. Do something with her life, right? I don't want her coming to us for money right now.
Well, she did say she wanted to become wealthy, didn't she? Guess she never could make it that high. Well, I guess I knew that with the way she acted, nobody with money would be looking to marry her.
Compared to a parasitic daughter asking for money, we'd rather have the daughter that's doing well with her wealthy husband. You know that ever since we had to sell the house, things have been tough for us, right? You also know about how the man that Layla was supposed to marry worked under your dad, right? Because of that, work became difficult for your dad, and right now he's no longer working there. I can't deal with living in this cheap and raggedy apartment anymore, you know? I'd love to see what it's like to live in a penthouse.
Well, I plan to stay as far away as I can from you guys. And so I'd like you guys to no longer talk to me after this.
What are you saying, Kenzie? You want to live with your mom and dad, right? Right. You were home with us that whole time after you graduated, right?
That was because we promised to do that so that I could pay you back for paying my tuition. And I've paid you back for all of it, right?
But ever since you've left us, you've been so cold.
But that might have to do with you and Dad leaving me at Layla's wedding to clean up all the mess for you three.
But when our life began to go downhill, nobody came to help us.
Well, you both and Layla used me so often to take care of all your guys' troubles that when the day came you actually needed help, I was all used up. I am not your scapegoat, okay? I had had enough of your problems and made sure that the next time you needed me, you took the time to deal with your own problems.
I feel so sorry for spoiling Layla so much instead of spoiling you as well. And so I want to apologize to you for all of that. So, please tell us your address. I want to see your husband as well. And since he has his own company and all, he should be able to support your dad and I as well, right? Right, Kinsey? Kenzie, tell us your address. I am not allowed to go back to Mom and Dad, so I'll be coming to live with you.
Nope.
But your little sister is in trouble again.
Why not try living on your own then? Perhaps even go and care for Mom and Dad now that they're in trouble as well. I am a wife to a loving husband and family now. I have no need to be around you guys.
But you told me that Mom had taken care of paying for the wedding and settlement, right? If I'd known you were telling the truth, then I would have never bothered calling them again.
Well, they had to pay for something you should have managed. I'm guessing they want you to pay them back now for all of that, right?
I don't have that kind of money on me. And I have a baby that I need to give birth to. Aren't they being rude? And when I told them about you, they just hung up on me.
Well, just a bit ago, I was talking with Mom.
Those two are the worst parents. If they need me to care for them in the future, I will definitely not. They never bothered to help me when I need them most, so this is what they'll get. That's why I'll come to live with you now.
Well, when you were in trouble, you took all that trouble and pushed it onto me. And then you just disappeared forever, leaving me with all the people that were really hurt by you to try and say I was sorry to them. Because of that, I am no longer your sister.
Stop that! Hold on a sec. Don't tell me you're not my sister. If I don't have you anymore, who am I going to go to with my needs?
You have that fiancé of yours and a kid on the way. You can ask them to help you. You have to be ready for when your baby arrives, right?
Help me, Kinsey. Your cute little sister is in trouble right now. I have always thanked you for helping me out.
I'm sorry, but I have never liked having to deal with your responsibilities that you pushed onto me. And even though you're an adult now, you still haven't learned that there are consequences for your actions and that you must deal with them instead of having me do it for you.
Wait, Kinsey, I'm asking you, please.
I think it's my turn to block you. According to what friends and distant family have told me, Layla has been battling Mom and Dad about the money she owes them after they covered for her. They all don't have any money right now, and it seems none of them would like to get a job. They made a truce to all live together and work with whatever money they had to survive, and it seems that the whole conversation about having Layla pay them back has vanished. And recently, it seems the three of them have been going around asking family and friends to lend them some money. But because everyone has heard the stories of what happened, they haven't received a thing.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Miriam, long time no see. If you can talk, I have something I'd like to ask you about, so please get back to me soon. I really hope that you haven't gone and blocked my number either.
I forgot to block your number, it seems, actually. You did vanish from my sight almost instantly back then, and never once said anything else to me since.
I'm sorry about what happened 2 years ago, all right? I'm sure you're not going to forgive me, though, for what happened then, considering that you were my fiancé, and right before our wedding, I left you for her.
If you understand that I'm never going to forgive you for such a thing, then why are you wanting to talk with me now? It was you both who didn't only run away from me, but have been actively avoiding me, right?
But I made sure to pay for what I had to.
You sure did. It took you more than 6 months to do that for me, though. So what the heck do you want from me now?
I actually have something to ask from you.
Something to ask from me? I thought you just wanted to talk.
I shouldn't bother beating around the bush about it, so I'm gonna be extremely blunt with this. I would like you to give me back that money I paid you in the settlement from back then.
Excuse me? The settlement money?
I'm talking about the money you were given by my girlfriend and I.
What are you going on about? A settlement is something you owed me back then, and that's why you both paid it. You think you're getting your money back after what you've done?
But I need that money right now.
Let me ask, what for?
Recently, she's really been wanting me to get her more and more things. I want this, I want that. Over and over again, she's wanting me to get things for her, and to be honest, I don't really have any money left in my savings.
Wait, you're asking me something as ridiculous as getting that settlement back from me because you've been buying her everything she's been asking you to buy for her like a selfish brat? You actually thought asking me something like that would be sane? Are you messing around with me right now? Because no way in hell can anyone in their right mind be asking the victim they paid a settlement to for that settlement back, right?
You think I'd be messing around with you about this right now? I'm very serious.
Clearly not serious enough then. Because that seems like a you problem and should have nothing to do with your ex of all people. I don't care about what trouble you're in now, and I sure as hell won't be giving you any money back.
Why not? Are you saying it's okay if I have to get into a lot of debt?
Sure am, actually, because I don't care about you anymore. If you're looking for some advice or something out of me, I can tell you one thing. If you don't want to spend any more money, stop buying her all the things she begs you for.
I can't do that. I have to keep on buying her these things or else she's gonna stop loving me.
That's really pathetic.
Recently, she's been acting very suspicious. I'm not 100% sure there's really something going on with her, but she might be realizing that I'm running out of money and is looking for another guy to treat her now.
And? What does any of that have to do with me right now, Philip?
Please, just help me. I'm just asking you to give me that settlement money back that I paid you last year.
Even if I were to give you this money, she'd still be wanting more than what you could afford for her with it. In other words, you'll only be delaying the inevitable with her.
I want to use the money from that settlement to get her an engagement ring, and then I'll be able to marry her.
Marrying her isn't going to fix all of those problems you have with her right now, you know.
I just need that money from you right now.
And what will happen next? You'll come back to me again because you won't be able to pay for your wedding. And then you'll ask me to give you back the money that you gave me to pay for your half of that wedding you canceled, right?
I always thought it was wild that I was the only one having to pay anything when I left you.
Sorry to burst your bubble here, but what you did to me 2 years ago was all your fault. And that goes for everything that happened afterwards as well. And since then, things have changed pretty drastically for me as well, which means that I no longer have the time to worry about a backstabbing couple like you two. You both figure out what to do there. Bye-bye.
You're not gonna help me out here? Even with me asking you like this? That's what it was, Miriam. That's what it was about you that made you so freaking ugly and why I ended up throwing you away.
Excuse me, but I just saw you and you straight up ignored me. After all this time not seeing one another, have you grown more sassy or something? I'm trying to talk with you right now about the way you're behaving, and I want to talk right now. Are you not embarrassed to be ignoring me? Hello? Are you coming to me? Would you stop that? We aren't close to one another anymore, so you can stop trying to text me like I still care. Are you still upset about what happened 2 years ago, Miriam? This isn't about me being upset about that anymore. I understand that what happened back then is now in the past and nothing can be done to change it. Then you need to stop treating me like a complete stranger for coming out and stealing your fiancé from you last minute like that. Why do you think it's fair to act all tough like that? I really do not get you. You and I are still working within the same company and same office building. So how about you and I go get lunch together tomorrow? I get that I'm a temporary employee and all still, and that you're working full-time for the company, but that doesn't mean you can't come out to lunch with me together, right? And since you're the employee of this company, you'll pay for my meal as well, right? Not going with you. Why the hell not? Because you are a stranger to me, and I sure as hell don't feed temporary workers like you. It's not like we're even in the same department either, right? After what you did to me, I kind of forgot you even worked for the same company as me. By the way, when was it that you started working in the same office building as me again? 3 months ago. I was transferred here after the company said that they needed extra help in one of the departments. So you've been under the same roof as me for 3 months yet? Being a temporary worker, I don't make as much as you, right? So pay for my lunch at least. Especially since you and I had past relations with one another. How about you ask your boyfriend Philip for money? Recently, he hasn't been giving me as much money, though. I thought him being a software engineer meant he'd be making all sorts of money. When all he's done is screw around on the job, there's no way he's ever going to receive a raise. I'm aware of that now. That's why recently I've started to realize that he can no longer act as my wallet anymore. If you'd like him, I'll give him back to you. If anything, it would only be right for me to give him back to you now. I don't need him. From the bottom of my heart, I don't ever want to see him again. I'm looking for a new man who can supply me with the money I need, and since I don't have a use for Philip anymore, I thought you might want him back. That's right. Listen to this. I actually already have a new boyfriend. Don't care, never will, and if you do ever run into me at the office, let's both work to avoid one another for the rest of the time. Please and thank you. Before we think about that, ask me about my loaded boyfriend, please. No, thank you. Right now, he's running his own company, even though he's only 34 years old. He's always giving me all kinds of presents, and just a little while ago, he actually confessed his love to me, which I said okay to, which means I'm now going to be rich when I'm married to him. Thank God you're happy about cheating on Philip. I never thought that after all I'd been through, I'd now get to marry a man of so much money. I really do feel very lucky and blessed now. I really feel bad for you now, though. Feel bad for me about what? You had your man stolen from you by me right before your guys' wedding, and things never got any more serious between him and I, and after only 2 years, I got myself a new man, leaving me the only one becoming rich after I get married. One thing I'd like to ask before I block you, are you actually cheating on Philip then, or did you guys already break up? I was talking to him about 2 weeks ago, and he told me you guys were still a thing. Has he been trying to get back with you or something now? I'm dying over here. He and I are still going out with one another right now. I'm just milking him dry of whatever money I can before I dump him. So until he can no longer afford to get what I ask for, I'm going to hold on to him like he's my coin purse or something. Are you aware of how much of a bitch you sound like right now? I'm aware that I am a genius that can get whatever thing she wants from any man, and I am very much aware that Philip doesn't want me to leave him. If he doesn't have any more money for me, then I'm not interested anymore. I have no other choice but to dump him soon, right? You really haven't changed these past 2 years then. Well, I'd like for things to stay the same way they've been so far, with you and I not talking to one another. What are you talking about? By the way, have you even found yourself a new man yet? Do we have time to talk about this? Like, seriously, I do not care about you at all and would rather waste my time doing something that brings me joy than on someone who is a complete lost cause. Don't worry, this time I'm gonna be a good person and not steal them from you. After all, I'm the one with a promise seat next to a company owner now with loads of money. He's not only tall, but has at least $3 million in one of his savings accounts alone, and has gone to all the best schools. He's also really kind to me, and the kind of man I never thought I'd be getting married to, yet here I am. You said the same thing about Philip 2 years ago, though. Did I really? You sure did. You told me that he was not only tall and handsome, but he was a software engineer with a lot of money he could spend on you and a perfect education. And the kind of guy that I should be happy you were stealing from me and should have been thanking you for, right? You don't remember any of that? I might have said something like that. Wow, it's been so long. But this time I know my new man will be getting married to me and will never be able to say no to any of my wishes. So even if you have or don't have a man right now, I'm not going to steal him from you so you can relax. Now let's go out to lunch together. I'm sure you don't have any friends working here that you can talk with all the time and are lonely, right? I have work to do, which means I don't have time to go out to lunch with those not associated with my department. Therefore, please take yourself out to lunch and enjoy something you can afford with your own money. That's it from me now. I'll be coming to your department tomorrow around lunch. Please keep your wallet out for me when I get there. Listen to this, Miriam. I saw a really fancy brand bag sitting on the desk of my man in his office, and when I took a sneak peek inside, I saw a little box. That has to be the engagement ring. The engagement ring he plans to give to me when he proposes. Congrats, be happy or something. Goodbye forever now. You hold it right there, Miriam. I plan on inviting you to our wedding now, so please make sure you save the date so that you can be there. Why? I want to see you when you're all frustrated and upset there, and I want to show you myself as I become the wife of the CEO. Then that will only make you more frustrated and annoyed to the point you'll cry and I can laugh at you. I really do not care about you getting married, nor do I care about whatever man you plan on getting married to now. What are you talking about right now? You know the CEO who I'm getting married to very well. I do. I'm going to become the wife of the CEO you work for, right? I'm going to get married to him now, so you can have Philip back if you want. The CEO here is my husband, Frankie. What? He's your husband? What, huh? I'm saying that the CEO I'm currently working for also happens to be my husband of 6 months now. Him and I are newlyweds, actually. So that wife of a CEO you've always been calling yourself happens to really be me. What are you going on about? If that's your version of a joke, it's really boring. Well, thankfully it's not a joke. But neither of you have a wedding ring on right now, and he happens to be my boyfriend. I'm not sure what led you to believe something like that's the case, but the reason he and I aren't wearing our wedding rings right now is because we haven't found bands that we like yet. You're lying, right? I can't believe that. There's no way someone like you could be married to the CEO of this company. When I was talking to him about a Frankie, he told me he'd never heard of you or anything and that you must be mistaken. You said he's your boyfriend right now? Did you ever talk to him about being his girlfriend? You were also talking about how he'd confessed to you, or you to him, I forgot. But one of you said okay, right? That's right! I told him my feelings for him and he said he loved me back and I said okay. When exactly was that again? 1 month ago from today. I heard about how my manager would be going out with the CEO for drinks after work, and I asked if I could please go along with them. And that's when he said yes to me and that he'd love to have me come along, so I said okay. Are you sure he wasn't just saying okay to you going out to drinks with them that night? What? And if you were asking him anything while out drinking that night, he might have been thinking you were joking or something. Because nobody would ever ask a married man if they could actually go out like that, and maybe he just thought you were talking about getting more drinks and he loved the idea of doing that. He's always been a pretty heavy drinker when it comes to after-work drinking, and so he might not remember you because of that. But what he's told me is that there was this one girl that kind of forced herself to come along with him and some other men, and that she didn't seem to be asking him anything serious that night. Are you saying that he misunderstood what I was talking about? He probably just thought you were either joking or that you were talking about your love for alcohol or something, which makes sense based off the setting and timing. Remember that my husband doesn't even know your name. Even though his eyes and mine are always meeting a lot at work? Just your imagination, right? But he introduced himself to me when we first went out for drinks. He was probably introducing himself to everyone at that table then. And what about the ring in that box on his desk? He told me that's the present he got me for my birthday. And it's not a ring in that box, but a necklace, he said. So I'm not going to become the wife of a CEO now? By the way, Frankie, how did you find out that there was a bag like that on his desk in the first place? His room is on the top floor of this building, and you can't get up there without an appointment, right? I'm the CEO's soon-to-be wife, so I'm allowed up there. His room should be the both of ours' room. But that was just a massive misunderstanding on your part, right? He's gone and told everyone up there not to let you on that floor anymore. I can't believe this is happening. I'm the one that's supposed to be his wife.
I can't get in touch with Frankie anymore. I made plans with her to have a date today, yet she stood me up. She entered the same office building as you a while back, right? Go and find her for me.
Why are you trying to get me wrapped up in all your problems? I don't care where she is right now, and am not going to search for her.
Why not? You meet with her every day there during the week, right?
She's not even working here anymore.
What? What did you just say?
An issue arose for her 3 days ago, and that led to her leaving the company for good as a temporary worker. Then the department that hired her came to the CEO and apologized for hiring someone as hopeless as her because she'd caused a lot of trouble for us here.
Wait, an issue arose there? What do you mean? What kind of issue did she cause?
She fell in love with the CEO of this company, and then she started to think that the present that the CEO got for his wife's birthday was hers and took it from him. She went into his office and took it without the CEO's permission.
Wait a second, she's planning to jump to another man, is what you're saying? With the CEO of your company?
You noticed something was going on with her, right? You knew she was starting to lose interest in you.
And that's why I went into debt, buying her a very expensive ring. I was gonna hand that to her today at our date, but now I can't get in touch with her anymore.
She is sometimes coming around the office building, waiting out front, so you might be able to catch her there. She still has a thing for the CEO, I think. And may have been saying she's hanging out in front of the office building, waiting for the chance to run into him when he leaves.
No way. I was serious about actually getting married to her soon. Yet now she's gone and stood me up today and is trying to get with another man besides me? She's the worst.
Are you aware that what you're saying about her is kind of the same thing you did to me years ago?
Where is your office building at? You're still at the same place, right? I'm going there right now. I'm gonna make her pay for everything she's done to me these past 2 years.
Go right ahead, man. You're the one that leaked where I was at to Philip, right? He told me to give him back all the money he'd spent on me, and he told me to pay him back for the settlement he paid to you for what I'd done. He won't shut up about any of it now. Maybe he was able to find you because you never pissed off and were trying to wait outside the offices for the CEO to come out. He was your fiancé at one point, so you do something about him. He's your boyfriend, so how about you do something instead of asking me to? Excuse me? I have been fired from the company and have not been able to see my man at all. He's in the office building right now, isn't he? That's where you're wrong, actually. Today he told everyone to take the day off and closed the office building last night, so there's nobody there right now. But if you continue to bang on the entrance and stand out there all day, he said he'd call the police on you after having security come and handcuff you. Then he'll have his lawyers move against you in order to get a restraining order made that will legally keep you away from him and the building as a whole. Right now, you're just an ex-temporary employee, but you will become so much more if you push things. Okay, but why did I have to be fired from my position inside the company? Because you went into the CEO's office without anyone's permission and then went through his things and took the present he had for me. That's a good enough reason to have you laid off. He said that you can keep the necklace if you want because he's going to get me something else now anyway. But he'd like you to at least pay him for the necklace you stole. But this is supposed to be the present he was giving to me because I should be the CEO's wife, right? So you really don't see how all the things that keep coming out of your mouth are completely irrational and kind of insane? I can tell you're too far gone now for this conversation to get anywhere, so I am ending this conversation here. What do you mean? I'm going to talk with the police right now and have them file a criminal charge against you for trying to harass myself and my husband. Then, when you're taken into custody and have to go to court, my husband and I will sue you for damages you caused, and you'll have to pay that settlement to us both as well." "What? Are you serious?" "Not only am I serious, but because you're not able to comprehend a thing I say to you anymore, I'm having the law take care of you for me." "I'm already having to deal with Philip wanting money from me now, though." "And that's because of another problem you made with him. So consider all of this you getting what you deserve for being a completely mental monster." "Hold on a second. I just wanted to marry a man with a lot of money who could make me rich." "Stop trying to hurt other people just for money." "But you're the one who's actually married into money, right? How about you stop hurting your husband for that money?" "I didn't marry him for his money. I married him because I love him, and I'm still working even though he's my husband, and I plan to continue working until I'm ready to retire. And when the time does come for us to make a family, I want to use my own money while I have time off work and not have to rely on a single penny of his. The only thing I will ever ask him for money for is this lawyer we'll be using to take you down." "I get it. Then let's just forget about all of this. I'm talking about everything. Let's all act like none of this ever took place. I'll even go all the way back home to my parents' place if that's what you want. That should be good enough for you, right?" "Too late for that now. There's now a stain on this earth that didn't want to come off when they had the chance, so now the water will no longer work on them and we'll have to try something stronger." "Then what the hell should I be doing to get myself out of this? Even if I try to make things right with Philip again, he's so mad with me now, he won't listen to a word I say." "Stop it with that childish BS, please. You really think this world revolves around a crap stain like you? I recommend you turn your crap around and start living like the rest of us adults. Now, you wait for the lawyer to get in touch with you later, please." "Wait, please! You and I are friends, right? We're both in our 30s now, which means we can just laugh all this off, right? At the very least, introduce me to someone with a lot of money." After that, Frankie wasn't able to get Philip to love her again, and things ended right then and there. And soon after, Philip took her to court and forced her to pay him back for all the money he had spent on her, as well as for her part of the settlement to me he'd paid. My husband and I also went and took her to court for not only the damages she'd caused by harassing us, but also for that necklace she'd taken from my husband. She was also given a restraining order from my husband, meaning she could no longer come within 500 feet of him, and was also told she couldn't come onto the company's property or else she would be detained and taken to court again to be fined. With no money at all, nor a chance of finding another man anytime soon, she retreated to her parents' house, where she was met with folded arms. Today there are some rumors going around about her having moved far away to some really small apartment, where she's now trying to work and save up some money again to pay off all her debt.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video. I really can't do this anymore, Mom. I don't want this boring, bland-ass woman to be my mom. You're so lame. I can't believe it. Mom, I need you to do me a favor and just go get plastic surgery right away. You can't look like that around me. Wait, what? Why so suddenly? What's going on? What the hell were you thinking, Mom? Showing up at our open classroom day like that? All of my friends' moms were so beautiful and their clothing was all fancy and done well. Their makeup was also super perfect, and then you had to go and show up as my mom. You realize that you're probably the only person in the world that would show up in a boring old dress like that, right? Do you realize how embarrassed I was when you showed up? Everyone in the classroom will be laughing and talking about how my mom is so lame for years to come. Are you seriously that upset because I showed up in a suit and no caked-on makeup? What do you mean, that upset? Yes, I'm upset because it's a huge deal, Mom. This is important. If you're ugly, then all of my friends will look at me and say that I'm the girl with an ugly mom. Don't you get it? Ugh, you're so lame. I don't think there's anyone in that classroom that would make fun of you for what I'm wearing to your open classroom. Besides, I was wearing a suit because I just had an important meeting at work and I didn't have time to get changed. It's not like I normally wear a suit when I'm just out and about. Mom has got to go back to work anyway after I swing by and look at your open classroom. There's no point in me changing out of my clothes and then going back into a suit to go back to work. Ugh, I hate this, Mom. I can't believe that my own mother won't take off work for one single day when her own daughter has open classroom day. My mother prefers her stupid desk job over her own flesh and blood. I'm seriously just so sick and tired of having this terrible mother. It's so sad. All of my friends' moms are stay-at-home moms who always look after their family instead of work. Family is their top priority, so they don't go outside and work when they could be raising their own kids. That's what they all tell me. You realize that family is my #1 priority too, right? That's why I'm working hard every day to make sure that you have a place to eat and sleep, clothes to wear, and a phone to use to text your friends. Yes, you cannot work and stay at home to take care of the house to make sure your family has a clean house, but taking care of your family can be done by going outside of the house with a job to make money so that your family can keep living the life it wants. That's all the same. What? I've never heard such a terrible excuse. You don't need to go out and work for money for this house to keep existing. You just want to leave. And let's be real. It's not like you actually make a lot of money anyway, Mom. Stop acting like you're this amazing breadwinner and I'm allowed to get the newest iPhone every season. What the hell are you saying to your own mother? You want to know why I know? We have a super great dad who is really incredible at cooking. Our house would be perfectly fine with just Dad's restaurant. We don't need your stupid pocket change from your stupid job. Recently, he's been featured on some incredible magazine too. That's how famous his cooking is. Yeah, you're right about that. And his sales records have been incredible so far. I agree. Maybe you're right. We don't need my income from my job. It's really just a small addition to our house. Then I want you to quit your job and just stay at home like the other moms. Just take care of things at home. Be a stay-at-home mom. Quit your stupid job and do all of the things around the house so I don't have to do anything. Also, I want you to get plastic surgery and get a lot better at your makeup because, oh my god, as it stands, you're just an embarrassment to me when you show up. Hey, Hilda. I have to say, I really like my face the way it is right now, and I really love the office that I work in. I love my job. Yes, maybe I work full-time, and yes, I leave the house, but that doesn't mean that I've skipped out on anything at the house. I've taken care of everything around the house. Are you sure you're not okay with how things are now? You really want it to change? Of course I want it to change. You keep saying family is the most important thing to you, that it's priority #1. Well, your priority #1 is asking you to do something, so listen to her wishes. Your own daughter is saying that she's sad and upset because her boring and lame mom is embarrassing her at school. Do you understand? If you're my mom, you should just shut your face and listen to everything that she has to ask of you. Hilda. Also, I want this to be clear. I'm saying all of this for your own good, Mom. You should really be thanking me that I'm being this honest with you. Imagine if you just kept this up and you were just this boring, bland lady who's just got, like, no makeup skills and is quickly aging. Dad is seriously gonna just go for that other lady that's working at his restaurant. You remember that new girl that started working there part-time? You won't be able to say shit back to him when he ends up divorcing you because you're just choosing to remain an ugly old hag. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, hang on. You're seriously going to tell me that you haven't figured it out yet? Haven't you seen how much Dad dresses up recently? He's been doing his best to look really good every single day he goes to work. You want to know why he does that? It's because he's busy bumping uglies with the new part-time worker that he just hired. I'm pretty sure they're dating too. She's super cute and petite and she works hard too. Honestly, she's just better than you. And how old was she again? I think she was 26, right? She's literally like almost an entire generation younger than you. Kinda makes sense why Dad would be head over heels for her. Can't really blame him, can you? You're kidding, right? You're just being hurtful. I thought that he was just trying to be a little more fancy for the magazines. I didn't realize that he was having an affair. What the hell? Yeah, exactly. So let me give you my advice. You need to drop the stupid job and start getting your plastic surgery done right away. If you don't become the super mom that we need you to be, then you're gonna lose your seat as mother to the new, cute, and improved mom. Damn it, Joseph, talk to me. Is it true that you're dating the new girl at work, Sarah? I just found out about this and this better not be real. You need to talk to me right now.
What? When did you find out about this? How did you find out?
Oh my god, Joseph. So it's true. You're actually going out with Sarah. What the hell? I cannot believe that you are out playing hooky with some random girl at work when you literally have a wife and a child at home. And to make things even worse, you were having an affair with someone you hired to work with you. How could you possibly sleep with her?
I'm so sorry.
Our store was finally gaining traction too. How could you do such a thing? You're going to ruin it all. You better not get full of yourself just because some magazines and TV shows are all running to interview you. You're still the same husband that I married a while ago. Here's what you need to do right away. You need to break off everything with Sarah. Don't keep this affair going. Actually, you know what? You need to go ahead and fire her right away. Don't let her keep working there. She's a risk. She's starting to have a really negative effect on our daughter. Have you spoken to her recently?
Break it off with her? Oh, come on, Carla. You're really gonna try and get between our true love? I've never fallen for anyone this hard.
What? Are you being serious? You're gonna be talking about falling for some young girl when you are literally texting your own wife?
I'm sorry, Carla. I can't. I have no intention of breaking off anything with Sarah. I'm actually considering moving in the opposite direction, actually. I want to break it off with you, to be honest. That would be the best for me. Let's get a divorce. Sarah currently has my child. She's pregnant and I know that child is mine, so yeah. We're gonna have kids together.
What? Are you being serious right now? Tell me you're lying. You actually got her pregnant?
I can't ask her to terminate the pregnancy. I would never ask her to get an abortion. Plus, the more important thing is that I really love her from the bottom of my heart. I can't just let that go. So please, Carla, I'm asking you nicely. I'm begging you to let me get a divorce with you. Please, let's get a divorce. I want to be her family. I want her to be my wife from now on until forever.
You're lying, right? Please tell me you're kidding. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that you're dumping me for the new girl that you met at your workplace? Is that what you're saying? I've done nothing but support you this whole time. I've done my best to be the best wife I could to you. Even when the store wasn't doing well, I was there for you. I never left your side. Who was there for you, supporting you when you were depressed because your store just kept being in the negatives, Tell me, who was it?
I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart, Carla. You have been incredible. I really want to thank you because you're right, you've done nothing but support me this far. But I'm sorry. Going forward, I want her to be my rock, and I want to be hers. I want the relationship I have with you to be replaced with her. I want to become the happiest man alive with her, not you. Do you understand what I'm saying, Carla?
Oh my god, you're serious?
I'll go get the divorce papers from the city office tomorrow. You don't have to worry about a thing. Once you've had some time to really organize your thoughts and agree to everything, go ahead and sign the papers and give them to me.
Oh my god. I heard from Dad. He told me everything. Apparently, you're gonna get a divorce, right? I'm so glad that you two aren't gonna be together anymore. And you won't be my mom. The best part about all of this is that I literally predicted this whole series of events happening right before they actually happen. I'm such a genius. What the hell are you laughing about, Hilda? How can you be so insensitive? Your own father was having an affair. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's no joke. He cheated on your mom. It's been an entire night and I really just can't let this go. This is actually the worst thing that has ever happened to me. How am I supposed to get over it? Wait. You're telling me that you think Dad is in the wrong? You really need to get your head checked out if you think it's his fault. Besides, it's your fault for being cheated on. I mean, seriously, you really should look in the mirror. You need to take a big look in the mirror, like I said, and start feeling guilty for not being more of an appealing woman for Dad. You really can't blame him. What the hell did you just say to me? I literally told you yesterday, Mom. Don't say that no one warned you about this. You can't just be this boring, bland mom. You need to be more attractive. Let's look at the facts. Some random old lady who's pretty ugly and refuses to use any kind of makeup versus a very young mom and cute woman who takes care of herself. Of course Dad is gonna choose Sarah. Are you serious right now? No man in his right mind would ever choose you. You're being so terrible right now, Hilda. You're gonna sit there and say that Mom is in the wrong for everything, huh? Blame everything on me? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So pack your shit and get the hell out already. Why are you still here? No one needs you at this house anymore. You're just a used up old hag. Goodbye. Wait, what? Get the hell out? Hang on a second. Are you telling me that you're not going to be coming with me when I leave the house? I'm leaving alone? What? Hang on. Are you being serious? You really thought that I would leave the house with you? Of all the people? Don't worry, Mom. I've taken you the liberty of taking the divorce papers to the city office. I took it this morning all by myself. Oh, and just so you know, I made sure that Dad would have full custody of me. You're never gonna get to see me again, and I'm so glad I don't have to see you. I'm going to be living a new and amazing life with Sarah from now on. Woo! I'm so excited. What? You hang on just a moment, young lady. You just said that you already went to turn in the divorce papers to the city office? I read that right? Yeah, when I got home from school, I saw the divorce papers sitting on the living room table. You really should be better about hiding your private life stuff. It looked like you and Dad already signed it and it was all ready to go and everything. So I did what I could as an excellent daughter and just went to the city office a second ago and submitted it for you. You should be thanking me. You're kidding, right? You're just messing with me like usual. The divorce papers that I signed this morning, the fact that his signature was already on the papers too, means that he must have came home sometime during lunch just to come sign the papers. I don't believe what's happening. Let's be real, Carla. Things like this are much better if you just get it over quickly. You can't just let it drag on. I am so excited to see what Dad says when he comes home. He must eventually be overjoyed to see that the papers are turned in. I'm going to brag to him that his lovely daughter went and turned in the divorce papers early for him. Honestly, maybe Dad and Sarah will both be super happy that their lovely daughter was just so kind for them. Hey, Hilda, let me ask you one more time. You're really sure that you're going to be staying with Dad? You're not going to be leaving the house with me? You need to tell me that you're going to stay with Dad and his stupid mistress. That's what you want? You're not going to have any regrets about this, are you? I'm asking you one last time. Why the hell would I regret this at all, you freaking idiot? I won't have any regrets. If anything, I'm ecstatic about this whole divorce. I don't think I've been this happy for a really long time. Sarah has always been incredibly kind and she's super cute, so honestly, I've always been a huge fan of her. She's just the most amazing woman. It's been like a dream come true. If she becomes my new mom, could you imagine how much I could brag about a cute mom like her? I can just brag to all of my friends about how much of an amazing mom I have. They won't be able to say anything back to me. Okay, I understand, Hilda. I don't need your bland and lame ass as a mom. You're just useless to me in this family. No one needs you, so pack your shit and get the hell out. I already have a really cute and young replacement mom, so don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye. Understood loud and clear. This mom, who isn't actually your real mom, will be leaving. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. I'll be sure to take all of my belongings and get out of the house as soon as possible. Don't worry. I should probably go to the city office and make sure that the divorce papers have successfully been submitted and accepted before I leave, huh? Wouldn't want to not get a divorce at this point. I'll just go somewhere else to find a place to live real quick. It shouldn't take me that long to move out of the house and be out of your hair. I'm not going to be going home ever again, so you can just go ahead and gather all of Mom's belongings and throw it away or sell it or whatever you like. You do what you want with it. Wait, hang on just a second though, Mom. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, not my real mom? I need you to understand what you're talking about when you say that you're not my real mom. Is that some kind of riddle? No, there's no riddle there, sweetheart. It just means that we're not related at all. I'm not your mother. I really thought that I did my best for you. I thought that I raised you right, but alas, I guess it didn't work out, huh? Can't beat blood. I think that there really is something that you can't get past when you're not just really biologically mother and daughter, you know? My real daughter would never be this way. But I mean, what's nice about all of this is that I don't have to pay for any kind of child support, so I feel much better about cutting off needless weight. What are you talking about, not related? This is the first time I heard you say anything about that. You're just saying that to yank my chain. I don't understand what you're talking about at all. Honestly, if you want to know more about where you came from, you can just talk to your dad. I don't want anything to do with it. Alright, I gotta go now. I'm gonna get ready for my new and amazing life without your stupid cheating father. Hey, I talked to Dad. Is it true that I'm not your real daughter? Am I really the child of some random woman when Dad was having an affair? Tell me the truth or so help me I will lose my mind. Ah, so you went and asked your father, huh? Didn't take too long. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, dear, but I promise you that that is the whole truth. You're the child of some random hookup. That's the truth. That's the whole reason that Dad opened up his own restaurant to begin with. It wasn't some kind of random dream. Wait, what? Oh, wait, hang on. He didn't tell you about that story, huh? Sorry, I think I got a little too carried away with myself. Oh well, cat's out of the bag now. Your father was a terrible man and had an affair with someone that he worked with back at his old store. When she got pregnant, the whole store was just this giant storm of who did it what and who's responsible for what. To put a long story short, your father started his own store because he was fired from his old company for sleeping with one of his employees. So, pretty much the same reason he's getting a divorce now. Are you being serious right now? And then after you were born, that woman who gave birth to you? Yeah, she bolted real fast. She was nowhere to be found and we were left with you. Oh, and she did leave a note with you and a smelly diaper. I think it said something like, I don't want this child. Please take good care of her. Goodbye. I don't remember exactly. That's why we took you in and we raised you as our own. I actually did my best to raise you as my own, like I said before. The child of the mistress that my husband had slept with, causing him to lose his job. A brand new store that your father had just opened like 2 months earlier. Honestly, it was so incredibly busy back then, I don't even really remember anything that happened. It was all just a huge blur, and before I knew it, he cheated it again. But what the hell? So you're telling me that I was just some child whose actual biological mother just abandoned entirely? I was an unwanted child? I mean, yeah, that's one way you can put it. I'm not sure I would want to be so harsh on you, but... Of course, at the time, we both considered getting a divorce. It wasn't like we were just so okay with everything and we moved on. But you know what? I promised that I would do what I can for the rest of my life with this man and that I wouldn't just let go. I made a promise to him and myself. That's why I said, okay, let's take you in and raise you as our daughter. I knew that I had to do this. And that's why I decided that we would try again at this whole marriage thing. And I really did my best to make this whole thing work too. I did my best to support you and love you and care for you. And I did my best to support the store and the house too. There was never a day that I didn't prioritize my child or family first. But who knew that the result of all that hard work and effort is this? My own daughter hating me and my husband having an affair with some random woman. Oh, Mom, I want you to get along with Dad and Sarah, okay? You make sure everything stays smooth. Oh, and of course, you have to take care of the baby that's gonna be born real soon. You gotta get along with it too. Don't just let it go. Alright, good luck. Have a good life. Wait, hang on, Mom. Just 1 second. About that. Would it be alright if I just go with you, Mom? I really have thought about it and think that it'd be better to be with you. What? Why the sudden change of heart, dear? You finally got what you wished for. A cute and young mom, right? I'll take my ugly ass and leave you all alone, since that is what you all seem like you want. You literally told me to get my lame, ugly, and boring ass out as soon as possible, remember? You said there was no use for someone like me in that household. Actually, I want to tell you the truth. Dad told me that I needed to get out of the house and that I have no choice to stay with them. That he was going to start a new family and I was just in the way. What? I actually heard from Dad a second ago. He told me about the baby that's in Sarah's belly. I didn't know about it till literally 20 minutes ago. He just told me out of the blue. He says that it was a girl, and I was so excited that I have a cute mom that's young, and I would even be getting a younger daughter to come with that. What a great deal, right? But Dad talked to me after that, and he said that he wants to live with his real family, and real family only. So he wanted me to pack my things and get ready to leave the house because I'm unwelcome. He said that Sarah actually doesn't like me at all because I was born from some random woman that she didn't know, and that he's gonna prioritize her wishes. Then he said that I have a few choices, but the smartest thing that I could do for myself is just to get out of the house with you. Oh my god, they're actually one of the most rotten people. They're gonna push this unrelated child onto me? After all that they've done to me? Yeah, we'll see about that. Right? I'm agreeing with you. How could they possibly do me like that? Just chase me out of the house. I'm Dad's child too, you know. He can't just kick me out over some random woman. So please, would it be alright if I just follow you? I need somewhere to go and I really don't know where else I can go. Would that be okay? Yeah, of course not. You can't come with me. You better not come and show up at my house either. I'm not gonna let you anywhere near me. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Don't like you're just an innocent little victim here, you little rotten shit. You have no right to be mad at those two either. You're just as bad as them. You were the one that told me that it can't be helped that Dad chooses the younger girl. I remember what you said. You were pretty disgusting. In other words, this is the exact same thing that happened to me. Dad loves the unborn baby that he's having with his mistress more than he would ever love you. Do you understand what I'm saying, dear? You're being thrown away again. He would much rather prefer this adorable unborn baby that he's having with his lovely little mistress than this bitch of a middle school brat that is nothing but headaches for everyone. Why would you be so mean to me, Mom? I've literally been your daughter for 15 years. And how could you tell your own daughter to not show up at your house? How could you? Where the hell am I supposed to go? Dad hates me, Sarah hates me, you're telling me to stay the hell away. How am I supposed to do anything without my parents when I'm literally only in middle school? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dear. I don't have any shape or form of custody of you, and to make things even better, I'm not related to you at all either. The only other way that I see you existing at all is convincing Dad as best as you can. You can't come to me. I'm not helping you. No matter how hard I convince him, it's going to be hell. Even if he says yes, I still have to deal with Sarah. Think about it. I have to live with a dad that doesn't want me there, and Sarah, who doesn't even like me because I'm just some random child. Are you seriously not going to help me at all, Mom? You're just going to abandon me and leave me stranded? Yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. I've done my absolute best raising you for 15 long hard years, but at this point, I don't think there's any shred of love or responsibility left in me for you. Okay, this is it for me, Hilda. Goodbye. Have a nice life.
Oh my god, Carla, what the hell should I do? The store is in a huge crisis right now. I can't do anything about it. People stopped showing up entirely, and this month, we're just gonna be bleeding money. I don't know how to stop this. Until just recently, it was just reservation after reservation, and the store was full literally every single day. Now, there are no reservations at all every day, and I don't think I've even seen a single customer for the longest time. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Oh no, that's not good. What are you going to do? You even have a baby on the way too. What are your plans for the baby? I'm sure you're gonna need a lot of money real soon.
Why are you talking to me like it's just someone else's problem, huh? How could you be this cold to me? All this has to do with you too, doesn't it? You're responsible for this mess. I have a hunch that you're just running around town, yapping away about how terrible this restaurant is, and slandering it. That's why everyone stopped showing up.
What?
That's the only explanation for this whole thing. There's no other reason that anyone would just stop showing up all of a sudden like this. You're just pissed off that you were rejected and thrown away, so you're just trying to get in the way of my success as a restaurant owner.
Yeah, you must think that I'm bored or something. I would never have that much time on my hands to take revenge or anything. The only thing that I am guilty of is that I had to go around telling people that I got a divorce with you. I think the only groups of people that I told were my company, because I had to, and my parents back at home. No one else. Oh wait, I completely forgot. It shouldn't be that big of a deal though. I told all the parents and guardians over at Hilda's school. They all know too.
Wait, what? You told all the parents and guardians about our divorce? Did you really need to tell everyone that much? Why would you do that? That is absolutely the reason I don't have any more customers showing up at my store. How could you possibly just run around and tell all these people about our business? These are local people.
Wait. Don't get this twisted. Calm down. I didn't tell all of the parents and guardians at Hilda's school just because I was pissed off and hoped that by telling me, they wouldn't go to your restaurant and you'd suffer forever. I did it because it was literally written in the school rule book. I just had to obey the rule because you know how I am. Just a stickler for rules and whatnot. I really had no choice.
What? What are you talking about, Carla? Reporting a divorce is in the school rule book?
Do you remember how I used to be an officer over in the PTA at Hilda's middle school? I'm pretty sure I told you that I was busy often because of that. But we're gonna be getting a divorce. And since we're getting a divorce, and I won't be having any custody of Hilda, I had to quit the PTA, you know. I had no choice. And boy, you wouldn't believe how difficult and annoying it is being a part of the PTA. The bureaucracy. Anytime that any member, especially an officer such as myself, has to leave the PTA in the middle of the season, I have to report the reason to all of the other members. And if I don't have the permission of the other members to resign my position as an officer of the PTA, they won't let me resign. That's the rules, you know. Can't be helped.
What the hell is all that?
Yeah, so I had no real choice in any of it. My hands were tied. I had to tell all of the lovely guardians of the PTA that we were getting a divorce. Oh, don't worry though. I made sure that I didn't tell them about the whole affair thing though. I kept that part to myself. But you know how these things are. People just somehow figure things out and connect the dots. Before you know it, everyone already knows everything.
But, no. So you're telling me that most of the people in this area know that we're getting a divorce? How could this happen to me? Wait, hold on a second. Does that mean they know about my affair and girlfriend's pregnancy too? How much does everyone know? Do they all know about everything that's going on?
I mean, if I were in your position, I would definitely assume that that was the case, yes? That's probably why everyone stopped going to your restaurant. That would be my guess. I don't know anyone in their right mind that would want to eat the food from a chef that cheats on his wife, that he has supported him forever and gets a girl pregnant. Could you imagine what might even be in the food? Ugh, Kinda gross to even think about.
Damn it! Damn it all to hell! Everything was going so well! I had my future secured! Even my sales were reaching new records every single day. I had nothing to worry about for a while. Carla, you need to listen to me and listen to me carefully. Help me now. I'm going to be having a child real soon, and I cannot have this restaurant in this condition. I'm literally going to wither and die.
Whoa, what? Why the hell do I have to do something about it? I don't get where that idea came from. I don't give a rat's ass about your stupid restaurant or what happens to it. If anything, I wish it just disappears and you sink with your ship.
Shut the hell up! You realize that I had to take on Hilda because you were the one that rejected her, right? I asked her politely to take you on, and instead, I had to take her. You know how much she cost? She's always asking for the latest and newest iPhone, and she's spending all this money on her stupid makeup. Come to think of it, she's literally your daughter too, so you need to work hard to help me out. Don't just throw all the responsibility on me.
What?
If anything, you better pay up for Hilda's child support. I'll give you a real quick estimate on how much, considering she's going to be attending a private high school and going to college real soon. I'll need to make some monthly payments for tuition. Give me like $1,000 a month.
Oh, don't you even get smart with me, shithead. You better change your tune real fast. Why in the name of God do I have to pay and take care of a child that I didn't give birth to? I don't even have any kind of custody of her anymore. You know what you need to do is go find the woman that you got pregnant and tell her to be paying you $1,000 because it's her child.
You raised her for 15 long years. I know that means something to you. You're basically her real mother. I'm sure she feels that way too, so stop acting stupid. The least you can do for us is pay for her child support every month. I know you can.
Oh man, you really can't be helped, can you? You're just a lost cause. Are you actually reading what you type, or are you just texting whatever you remember from what you dreamt of this morning?
What the hell is that high and mighty attitude you're giving me? How dare you? Besides, you know that Hilda is also in a whale of trouble, no thanks to you, right? It's not just me either. You were supposed to keep the whole not related thing to yourself until she became an adult, and then you had to go and tell her. How could you break our promise like that? Everything is completely screwed up now because you decided that it would be nice to just tell her everything. It's your fault. She hasn't gone to school for over a week now, and she's hanging around a really shady crowd of people. You know, the kind that hang around the skate park late at night.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really surprised to hear that. If you don't have a sense of belonging at home, then it makes sense that she's going to be finding the next nearest place that she can find someone to want her. Lord knows what she does at those parks.
Please, I'm begging you. I need you to help me out of this. If we can restart the store and get it going again, everything will just work itself out. That's all I need to get done. First off, let's get the store sales going up again. Once the sales are back to where they used to be, then our lives will be much more stable. And then I'll feel much more comfortable dealing with Hilda and having the difficult conversations that I need to have with her. That's why I'm begging you right now. Just help me out. Just this once.
Yeah, that's a solid and definite no from me. Stop trying to drag some stranger into the mess that you created. You deserve everything coming to you, and I hope your daughter goes down with you.
But...
Let's be real. The only reason that there are no more customers coming to your store is because you lack the skills as a chef. If you were a chef that can really run his own store with his own skills, then you could just use your cooking to make people have to come back to your store for more.
What?
Oh my god. I'm saying that if you cooked actually amazing food, then the people will go back to you, no matter what the chef has done in the past or what he is now. But the fact that there are no people coming back to your restaurant speaks more to your cooking than it does to what you did in your private life, or in the kitchen with your mistress.
What the hell?
Alright, good luck with everything though. You were seriously the worst, and I mean that as a father and a husband. But hey, who knows? Maybe your cooking is actually decent.
Joseph's store is still doing pretty terrible, and no one has shown up to come and eat at his store. Oh, and the interviews completely went away as well, so he got no good publicity coming outside of the local areas. He's just been bleeding money this whole time, so people are really counting down the seconds before he has to close up shop. Oh, and Hilda? She's doing great things with awful people, becoming every parent's worst nightmare. At the moment, Joseph's restaurant parking lot is their headquarters. She's gathered a large group of delinquents to hang around, which is probably not helping his case with getting more customers either. I mean, who would want to go to eat at a store where there's a bunch of thugs in a parking lot? However, it's not like Joseph can do anything about it either. He's too terrified to say anything because there are way too many of the delinquents there to fight. At the moment, that whole family is just being treated by all the locals as a terrible cancer to the area, and they're all being avoided.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.